hello everybody. My name is Dahlia and welcome to my English class once again. And today I would like to talk about a really very important lesson which is really essential for all the English learners who really would like to evaluate their English level. But before getting into the discussion, I would like to share the happiest moment of my life. For the last time when I appeared for IELTS examination, I got 7 bad score in my IELTS speaking and I'm really very happy for that. In this video, as I'm going to talk about IELTS speaking, so I have only shared my speaking band score. So I'm going to talk about the strategies you are going to follow to reach at that level. What are the rules and instructions and strategies you have to follow to get minimum 7 band score? 7 band score means advanced level. If you are planning to appear for upcoming IELTS examination and you are finding a lot of challenges for the speaking section, this video is really gonna be very beneficial for you. First of all, I would like to talk about the 4 skills you really need to have minimum knowledge to get a minimum band score like 6 or 6.5 band score. Like you really need to be a little bit fluent, you really need to have basic grammar, and you really need to have good vocabulary, and the most importantly, articulation, which is called pronunciation. I have just talked about how you can get minimum band score like 6 or 6.5 band score, like you can at least talk to people all over the world. But if you think about to get minimum 7 band score, what I have got, then you really need to do something unique apart from the rules, apart from all the 4 skills. So that's actually I'm going to talk about here. Apart from this all 4 skills like fluency, grammar, pronunciation, vocabulary, what you can do else to get minimum 7 band score, which is called advanced level English speaker. What is the meaning of being a fluent speaker? A lot of people really don't know actually what does it mean. Well, let me tell you, being fluent means you have to be highly fluent without fumbling and without hesitation. What is the meaning of hesitation? Hesitation means there are a large number of people all over the world are really speaking English, but they have bad habit of using the sounds like That means you are not that much fluent in speaking. Understood? You need to avoid this sound. Then only you will be considered as a fluent speaker, and that I really don't have. If you have been watching my videos, you can really feel it and observe that I really don't have that bad habit. And next is my grammar, and honestly my grammar is really good while I'm speaking in English, and obviously I'm an English language teacher and I really work on my grammar each and every single day. And even few months ago I did my CELTA. Obviously I got selected for this program just because of obviously I have a good grammar. So if you really have to get minimum 7 band score, you really need to have very strong grammatical knowledge, and you have to show your examiner that you really have ability to use grammar properly while you are making long sentences, but without hesitation. That's very important. Okay, and next one is articulation or English pronunciation. Obviously it's really very important. Genuinely you need to work on your English pronunciation. That means you cannot show artificial pronunciation or something like that. I really got 7 band score. The reason is that I have been working on my English pronunciation, and whatever I said while I was asked so many questions actually. I showed my genuine English pronunciation. You don't have to practice like native speaker, but you really need to work on your pronunciation so that you can speak well with right sound and articulation that can show the examiner that you really have knowledge about the language and phonetics. So what I feel that while I was appearing for IELTS speaking test, I'm pretty sure that the examiner got a little bit realized that I have idea and knowledge about the articulation and phonetics, because honestly I have depth knowledge of English pronunciation, and accordingly I use. Actually, it's not about that I listen to people and I try to copy them to speak properly and sound correctly. It's not like that. I genuinely have knowledge about the pronunciation, and that I showed while I was giving answer to the examiner. So you really need to work on your English pronunciation, and you need to show the examiner you know the pronunciation very well. And the next one is your vocabulary. Obviously, whatever vocabulary you have to be very genuine and simple. What I remember that while I was appearing for IELTS speaking test, whatever vocabulary I have, I really presented very well actually. I was very confident. Whatever vocabulary I had, very genuinely I presented. It was not like I was looking for difficult vocabulary to get attention of the examiner, to impress my examiner. It was not like that for me. I was very genuine, and what amount of vocabulary I have in my pockets, I used them but very confidently without hesitation. I told it to you earlier that what else you can do to get better band score apart from pronunciation, vocabulary, grammar, and fluency, and that is confidence. What I feel that I got 7 band score, the reason is I was very confident and genuine speaker while I was giving the answer, and I was very fluent without hesitation. I spoke everything very well without hesitation. So that's very important. Confidence, your body language, very important to get really good band score in your IELTS. I hope it's clear to everybody. Well, I really don't have enough time to speak a lot because my baby is crying actually. Well, so please keep working on yourself and be the best version of yourself. All of us for your IELTS examination. Bye-bye.